Today, along with our partners from Landmark, Frank and Jeannie CRETELLA, we're entering a new era. And that era is the creation of a new venue called The View at Lincoln Park. The architect, and I'm not sure if Jeff is with us today, Jeff Fleischer, but the architect did an amazing job with this. When you get an opportunity, please take a close look at this. The new facility is a 3-story, 21,000 square foot building. It has 2 banquet rooms. It has a rooftop restaurant with an open air terrace. The patio area on the north side of it will have seating and will be a grab and go concept for the park owners, passing through. The view from the terrace is second to none. You will be able to see the beautiful lake that's behind us, the historic fountain that's over here, and at the end of the day, a beautiful sunset in the west from the top. You may actually see Skyway Golf Course. We always have to give that a little plug, but you may actually see Skyway Golf Course from here. And what's better than playing a round of golf, and at the end of the day, come up to the roof terrace, have a drink, and I refer to that as Nine and Dine at the View, which I think is going to be a great thing. So I know it's hot. I know we have a few speakers here. So I'd like to call the county executive to come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Norman. He's getting really good at that stuff, isn't he? He's smooth. I'm happy to be here today, and I promise I will be brief and try to prevent some sunburns from occurring. But I think, this iconic space, while it's no longer the casino in the park, brings back a sense of memory and normalcy to us here. I can remember over 50 years ago being here when my sister Lois was married. It was the first wedding I ever attended. I can remember being on the right side of a political election and people spilled out of the building all the way up to the boulevard and west side and down to 440. All of us have our own memories of that now. This wasn't easy with the pandemic bearing down upon us, with some hurdles that were not easy to cross. But everybody went into the room with the intention of making this happen. And the proof of the pudding will be today when we throw a shovel into the ground. It was cooperation on a lot of levels, from the HCIA and the great people that Norman brings to the table, to the Board of Commissioners, formerly known as the Board of Freeholders, for their legislative cooperation, and the city also, and working with the community, having meetings, making sure everybody knew what we were doing and was allowed input. And I'd like to thank the city in particular for that, and ask, I understand, oh, I don't see him, that our mayor, Stephen Fulop, is here.
Right there.
Right, hey, Steve. So I'll introduce Mayor Fulop to you, and thanks for being here today. Sorry, you're skinny.
Good to see you, Tom. Good afternoon. I just want to congratulate the county executive and the commissioners for getting to this point. This was not easy. There were a lot of stop and goes through this process. They had a lot of requirements to make it work with regards to making sure that its union labor was a part of this. There were challenges because of the pandemic. There were challenges to make sure that it was still going to be something that serves the community. As Tom mentioned earlier, Casino in the Park was a staple for helping community events throughout Jersey City, and that was important to the Freeholder Board or commissioners as well as the county executive. So to be able to get to the point today where we have a groundbreaking, a beautiful building on deck, and all of those great attributes that made Casino special still being part of what we're doing here today really speaks to the commitment from the county executive. With regards to the west side of Jersey City, I couldn't be more excited about what the future is here. Between Bayfront and NJCU and what you're seeing over here and the golf course, there is so much change and so much progress happening that, again, the future is exceptionally bright here on the west side of Jersey City. So Again, thank you for everybody who's got us here, and we look forward to the ribbon cutting in September 22. All right? Thank you all. Congratulations. They just gave it to me. I don't know.
Okay.
Building trades.
I'd like to ask Commissioner O'Day to come up and say a few words.
Yeah, this is nothing. I can stop in a little bit if I respect the election.
Flip that up, Billy.
So, Norman, first, just want to make an observation. An $11 million building, and you can't find a microphone that works.
What? That's for my camera only.
Like, bullhorns, we improvise, right? Right, Patty Kelleher in politics.
You're pretty loud. I'm sure.
Well, I have a big mouth. I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about, other speakers. But first of all, I want to thank the county executive, because the reality is, as this project moved forward, prices did rise, prices of materials rose, and there were tough decisions that had to be made, and those tough decisions involved allocating additional dollars that were not originally envisioned having to be allocated for this to happen. And Tom put up a little bit of discussion, but he knows how important this project is to me, to our community, and he was a great supporter of getting that additional funding. So Tommy, thank you very much. I want to recognize the Pat Kelleher and all the members of the building trades that are here today. The building is going to be built with union labor, 100% with union labor, and because of that, sorry, Pat. And because of that, that helps create opportunities for women and minorities that live in Jersey City and Hudson County to. Pat, you're just going to block all the cameras? Is that the game? What is this? I know the old game, Pat. I'm only joking. But that literally creates an opportunity for women and minorities who live in Hudson County to access apprenticeship in construction trade unions in projects that we do in cooperation with my good friend Mayor Steve Fulop and the building trades and even the Hudson County Schools of Technology. So that's what's great about it being built with 100% union. We all have our memories here. As Junior Maldonado remember, because he got punished from being here on that day in September of 1997 when my good friend Hank Gallo, who was a freeholder at the time, passed away, we had the community center named for a few years later. They had to elect his replacement in a vote of the committee people at this building. And at the time, Bob Januszewski was the county executive, and all the powers to be were against us. And I felt bad for Junior, because Junior wasn't even a committee man. But Junior's been my friend for so many years. He's now the county clerk. So he came by just to show support, and he got punished, right, Junior? From his job, they took away his car, or whatever else they did to him. But we were able and successful against kind of really long odds to win by one vote. So anytime...
I'll take credit for that, though.
Thank you. So anytime that I do anything good, you can thank those 41 people. And anytime I do something that might upset the mayor or the county exec, they say, why the hell couldn't they find 2 more people to show up for that meeting? But it's a great place. The casino is a great place. We've got Terry Matthews, used to bartend here. Where's Eddie? Eddie used to bartend here. He's retired from the Jersey City Police Department. So it's just great to see so many people here. Are we going to have the councilwoman speak?
Yes.
All right. So I'm not going to introduce you, Mira, because they're going to let you speak. But I have to introduce my good friend and colleague, the vice chair of the commission board, Anthony Romano. Anthony's always been a great supporter of the parks and everything for Lincoln Park. He just wishes they had a bigger county park in Hoboken, but the land is too expensive there, so I don't think that's ever going to happen. So it's a great start to a great project. I'm happy to see that Jeannie and Frank CRETELLA will be operating the facility. They do a great job with Liberty House. They're committed to do programming and making this site available for community meetings, neighborhood association meetings, discount prices for local events that are going to be held here. They're going to have a Sunday brunch, promise, because the community desperately in this side of town needs that. So it's going to be a great project. So many great people had it get done. The HCIA has done a great job, and I'm just happy to be around as a commissioner still to see it happen. Thank you.
Mira, Councilwoman from Ward B.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, can you guys hear me? I'm one of the soft-spoken ones I think that Bill was talking about with concern with microphones. But anyway, to the county executive, to the commissioners, to the HCA, to the mayor, thank you guys for making this possible. This whole process from the very beginning was collaborative. This is what good teamwork looks like. We have great partners with the CRETELLAs, and the community had been involved in conversations and meetings every step of the way. So that's how we were able to not only have this back as an event and catering hall, but also as a restaurant, open to our community partners for meetings. I can't wait to work with you guys when we bring back music at the fountain. So it's going to be a very exciting day when this is open for all of us to enjoy. We had Casino leave us, we had Rita and Joe's leave us, we had Pacini's leave us. So it's great to have something come back so we can create new memories. So again, thank you to everyone involved.
Thank you, Mira. I'd like to ask Frank CRETELLA from Landmark Hospitalities and Jeannie just to say a few words.
Hello, everybody. Jeannie and I are very, very grateful to have been selected by the county for this project. You know, as you can see, it's a spectacular project. A lot of people commented about, you know, the process and going through COVID and the issues that we had, but it was enjoyable to work with the team that the county had. Everybody had one goal in mind, and that was today to break ground. We're also very thankful that we get an opportunity to work in another community. We enjoy that process, and we're looking forward to be part of the West Side as well. This facility also gives our company another opportunity to promote people within our company, to expand their roles, and it also will act as another facility that we have to act as a mentorship program for our hospitality school. And so we're grateful. We just think that it's going to be fun, and we're going to enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. Also, thank you. Thank you.
Sorry.
Partners. And I just want to ask Patty Kelleher from the Building Trades just to come up and say a couple words, Patty.
I know.
First, I'd like to thank the county exec for his continued support of organized labor here in Hudson County. The Board of Freeholders, the Board of Commissioners, as it's spelled, I'll tell you, get used to that. Freeholder O'Day, Mayor Fulop, everybody around the table who's supportive of organized labor, I'd like to thank you personally. We worked very hard on this project. I know the increase went up, but the conversation our contractors were talked to and sat down with to get to the numbers and make it up. Delsano's the GC for the project, Masters there, Norman, we've been involved, a lot of phone calls and stuff like that and meetings. So it's always important. Frank, you got our commitment. We support the people that support this project. We'll be committed by the building trades, and the commitment will be supporting you at these events and everything else. God bless everybody, and thank everybody.
Thank you. And our last speaker, Vice Commissioner, I have to use the word commissioner, not freeholder, Anthony Romano. Anthony? Keep wanting to say freeholder.
Again, always welcome everyone to this beautiful park. It's great working with someone, Norman Guerra, who spearheads all these wonderful things that are happening in this county. Again, government working together, Mayor Fulop, the county executive, and the wonderful CRETELLA family. Glad to support Bill and the other commissioners in seeing this go through. The casino in the park is a piece of Jersey City history. We're all going to be here to celebrate, and let's get it going. Break the ground. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. And before we do that, I just want to acknowledge, first of all, Angelo Del Russo from Delsano Construction. They are the contractor that's going to build this. And also, on my end, none of this can happen without the support of my Board of Commissioners, my Chairman Frank Pastana, John Panetta, Brian Delabella, Frank Lorenzo, all with us today, and our special counsel, Bill Netchard, and Deputy Counsel Mike O'Connor. Also, our project team consisted of Ted Demaraki from MAST, Mike Cohen from PS&S, our consulting engineers, and again, we look forward to this project.
2, 3, go.